Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say today. Remember guys, this is a general read, so it might resonate with you or it might not. Take whatever part of this feels right and feel free to leave the rest, guys. Let's see what we got going on today. Garden of Venus. Little bone. I feel like somebody's learning wisdom. Somebody's finding a new point of view. Somebody's finding some sort of a perspective. I do see like this everything being connected. Everything happens for a reason. This is actually this Garden of Venus. This is the energy that somebody is currently sitting in right now. I feel very much current with this card. I feel like there's lessons learned. I feel like we look at things in a new light. I do feel karma is going to be a part of this read too. Like feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. Like everything happens for a reason. Everything that we do has a consequence. I do feel like somebody's sitting pretty here. I do feel like somebody's gaining sort of like a new perspective, a new connection to the universe. I do feel some sort of good karma. I do feel there's a flip side to this too. So this is going to be most likely a secondary energy this person was in a relationship with. Sacred contract. I do feel like somebody broke a contract with them. Somebody broke a promise. See, this is why I was feeling that sort of like that flip side of the karma. Somebody's getting the better end of this because they've done the work. They've done their shadow work. They sort of move with that honesty and integrity in life. And then you have sort of like the other half of that. So there's somebody who was possibly deceitful. Somebody who was hiding things, somebody who was not putting the effort in. And I do feel like this person, like I said, they broke a contract and they left somebody feeling like this disowned self. Feeling like they didn't matter. This is the person who is currently sitting in this Garden of Venus energy. They had shadow work to do after all of this happened. They had a blow to the self-esteem. I do feel like relying on their spirituality and faith was a huge part of them being able to heal and to start to let go of things and move forward. Intentionality. This goes to the person who broke the contract. This is like somebody didn't have good intentions. Somebody's intentions were not pure. There is half of this Garden of Venus, this person, their intentions were pure. I feel like they just like heart on the sleeve. This person wore their heart on their sleeve. They put 110% into a relationship, into building, into growing it. And then somebody said they were doing that, but they actually were not. This is this other half. This other half. I do feel like this person, this other half, this person was sort of, I feel, looking in other places in this crossing card, like moving away from this energy. I feel like this is hidden too, or something that had to come to light. Like they were going out, they were actively seeking other relationships while they were otherwise committed. Like they were always like looking for something else, looking for something more, like always like grass is always greener kind of thing, like never really settling down, even though they said they were. They made promises. They sort of made it seem like their intention was true and to settle down, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I do believe that somebody... Oh, that's interesting. This lay of the land, I'm going to tell you, this is connected to this person who broke the contract. They were actually observed with what they were doing. This ancestral wisdom is somebody who is close to the Garden of Venus. It is somebody who's close to them. It's somebody who saw what their other half was doing. I don't feel like I'm confronting that person, but I feel they came back and they told this one and were like, hey, I saw so-and-so out at the bar. I saw them flirting with other people. I saw them holding hands with someone. I saw them kissing someone. I saw them out on a date with someone, looking really cozy when they shouldn't have. Like that person, that intentionality, they just wanted to have it all. They wanted to have somebody to come home to, somebody to sort of like cook and clean for them and look after those needs. And then they wanted to just go out and have fun and just have all sorts of other relationships that had no commitment involved. And just, it's like have their cake and eat it too. This person just wanted everything without having to put in the effort to any of it. We have closing door. And this Garden of Venus, this person, they had to They had to do this. They had to close the door on this. They had to bring this to an end. They had to bring about a change in their life. That 5 represents changes in numerology. This person needed to bring this to a close because this wasn't what they signed up for. This wasn't the future that they wanted. This isn't the partner that they thought they were getting. This partner presented themselves like they were someone you would sign this contract with. Like they were someone who was true, like they were someone who was honest, and that's not the case. They're very selfish. This person is extremely selfish. Resonating. Oh yeah, see. And they had, I wonder. These people are from a smaller community. I feel there's watchers. This does relate to lay of the land. It relates to the person who saw what was going on, who went and reported it back to their friend, their family member, and being like, hey, I saw so-and-so with a stranger. Who was this person? I feel a bigger energy beyond that in this watchers. I feel like other people notice too. It makes me feel like this is almost like small community or smaller community where people sort of notice. They notice when a stranger shows up in town. And they're like, who is this? Who is this? I definitely feel like they were noticed by more people. There was only one that came forward though. There was only one that came forward to say, hey, I saw your partner with somebody else. But other people saw it too. I do feel that other people saw it too. We're going to grab a few more here. Page of Swords. See, that Page of Swords, that's that intentionality person. Somebody who is vain, somebody who is selfish, somebody who doesn't take other people's feelings into account. They're willing to lie. Very immature. Very immature. Like they have no temperance at all. They just sort of like follow their passion. If they want to, go get laid with some stranger, that's what they're going to do. Instead of like realizing that they've made a commitment with somebody and it's worth nurturing a relationship, they're like, do whatever feels good and who cares who it hurts. This is kind of this energy. And they were with a queen. They had no idea that they were with a queen. They took this queen for granted. This queen energy is somebody who's more mature, as somebody who's got their shit together. It's someone who knows what they want out of life and somebody who's not afraid of doing the hard work to get it. I will tell you too, Swords tends to speak to air signs, which can be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Possibly. It's like they didn't realize they had this solid ass queen. It's like they took this fruitful partnership or the potential for this fruitful partnership for granted. And they were just like chasing after strangers, chasing after people who had nothing to offer but sex. Instead of sort of digging into something deeper, instead of wanting a deeper connection with somebody. Man, it's like they just treated that queen like she was an option. And she deserved better than that. And she knows her worth. Whoever this queen is, this queen knows her worth. She knows that she's better than that. When all of this came forward, she was like, fucking see you later, buddy. See you later. Nobody gets to treat me like that. I'm worth more than that. I deserve better than that. That's this Queen of Swords over here. She has no trouble mincing words too. I feel like she told him pretty good about exactly what she felt about what he did. And about what she deserves. Hangman too. I do feel like it's speaking to this person sort of made their bed. I feel like they're going through a rough time now. Whoever this page is. I have this distinct vibe. They have not moved to something better. Like I said, in those oracle cards, I felt karma. And I do feel like their karma is playing out. But I feel like they just feel sorry for themselves. That's the vibe that I get in this Hanging Man. This, oh, why me? Poor me kind of vibe. But it's like, this is something that you did to yourself. This is a situation that you put yourself in through the choices that you made in the past. Not treating people the way that they deserve to be treated, right? Now, that has come to an end. And you're going to have to figure shit out for yourself. Knight of Swords. This person, like I said, this person was just doing what felt good in the moment. This King of Cups refers to this page as well. This is somebody who, I'm going to tell you, like, they just put their emotions and their needs first. They don't really care about anyone else. They feel like as long as they're doing for number one, life is good. They don't have to think about anybody else's what anybody else is going through, how their behavior affects other people. Oh, but they're about to recognize karma. I do feel these two cards are definitely speaking to that, like this person is going to be recognizing the difference between the way these people's lives are now. Because this queen is in this Garden of Venus. This queen is experiencing good karma. This queen's life is getting better. I do feel positivity. I feel healing. I feel happiness. I feel light coming from her. And for him, I just feel like feeling sorry for myself. Feeling sorry for myself. I don't feel like his life has improved because he chased away somebody who was steady, somebody who was worth building with. I feel like her life is improving financially as well and building for the future. I don't know, she's got a new job. We'll pull a few more cards, but I do feel like her path is improving in lots of different ways. And one of the ways it's improving is finances. She's either making more money or this coming to an end, she's received money from it that she's been able to sort of start fresh. She's coming into her Empress energy. She is an Empress energy. She is like more mature, more seasoned. She has a deeper insight and wisdom in life. And she's not looking back. In this Two of Wands, this is like moving forward, choosing a new path, but leaving the past behind too. I don't feel like she thinks about rekindling with this person. I don't think she thinks about, I wonder how he's doing. I don't think she gives a fuck. I think to her, she is just happy that she is moving on with her life and she doesn't have to deal with this person's garbage anymore. Oh, and there he is too. And he's sitting there being uber pissy, watching her move on with her life. See, and this would make sense about this, that feeling that I got that this is like a smaller community too. He sees what she's doing. I feel like she makes a point of not paying attention to what he's up to. Like I said, she doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't want to hear about it. She doesn't want to talk to him. She doesn't want to see him. She's moving on with her life and she's finding a much better life. But I feel like he still pays attention to her and what she's doing. He sees her being this Empress. He sees her moving into this beautiful energy. And I just feel such a pissy vibe coming off of this King of Wands, watching her just cut ties and move on with her life and not caring about what he's doing. Makes him very angry. Makes him very angry. He wants to be noticed by her. He wants her to feel like the burden of his loss, like he was some great prize. And she should be like mourning over him. This is his emotions. But this shit coming to an end was like the best thing that could have happened to her. It moved her in a beautiful direction. Unfortunately for him, he's sitting in the Eight of Swords. He hasn't taken this opportunity to learn lessons, to dig into his past, to do any kind of shadow work, any kind of personal growth. He's just sort of sitting in that Eight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is an opportunity for him to learn, to delve into his subconscious, to be like, why do I do these things? Why do I do these hurtful things? Why am I never satisfied with what I have? Because I feel like this is a trend in his life as well. Whoever this person is, this is like always sort of never being satisfied. I don't know if he doesn't even hold down a job for any length of time, like always sort of cutting loose and moving on to something else. I feel it in this King of Swords as somebody who's flaky and is like, I don't like doing this, it's uncomfortable, or they're rude to me or mean to me, or they come up with all sorts of excuses like I don't want to say like their creativity is stifled or something. It's something where this queen would just like shake her fucking head and be like, suck it up and do it anyways. I also feel in this King of Wands, he's got a temper and he's impulsive. So he'll just randomly quit a job. He'll get pissed off one day and he'll just be like, frick, I'm out of here. And she's like, seriously, again? Having him gone is no loss to her. I do feel like she's learned whatever lessons she was meant to learn from this situation, because I still see her. I get pulled back to that Garden of Venus energy. That's her beautiful energy. She's happy. She's an Empress. She's moving on to abundance. She doesn't have fucking dead weight holding her back, because that's what he was to her. He was dead weight. And now he's left holding the bag and having to deal with his own choices, having to deal with the consequences. There's no one to wipe his ass anymore. He's got to wipe his ass for himself. You know, it's that opportunity to learn to not be selfish. to not step on others to get what you want, to build, to put the hard work in to build a solid foundation if you want a good future. It's an opportunity for him to discover this personal truth. And again, I'm saying opportunity. I'm not saying he's actually learning it. Just the opportunity is there. I got the vibe this one isn't quite in that particular place on his universal life path where he's willing to learn. And he is definitely a destructive force and has been a destructive force to her life. Do you feel like he brought this tower by chasing what felt good? He brought it down on himself. He has, again, hangman, right? He has no one to blame but himself for what happened. But he's just sitting around feeling fucking sorry for himself. Watching this Empress find her beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy. Watching her move on, he hears about it. Like, he hears about it, but he actively seeks it too. I don't know if he asks mutual acquaintances or if he kind of puts himself in the same places where she is, maybe a job that she's working, where he can see her. Like, he observes. He observes. He knows what she's doing. He knows that she's building a better life. It's pissing him off that she's not, like, sitting around mourning his loss or missing him. She knows better. She knows she's lost a dead weight. She knows she's dropped the anchor, and now, like, the sky's the limit for her. And there you go, judgment, karma. Karma, everybody is reaping what they've sown. She moved in a good way in life. Now she's reaping good karma. He moved in a shitty way, and now he's reaping his bad karma. Is that saying karma's a bitch? That's what he's getting. That's what he's getting, but it's because he's earned it. He's being offered what he put out there. He put out bad karma, so now he's getting it back. We got Knight of Wands, yeah, because he was impulsive. I also see in that Knight of Wands, I see the words move on. These are directed at him. This is directed at his energy. It's like, move on. Move on with your life. Leave her alone. She's doing her thing now. She's moving on. She's growing. This is an opportunity for you to do the same thing. But I don't know. We'll see. We're going to draw a tarot token. This will be like our energy card. We'll see what comes forward. So we have Moon, the Moon token. This is like the subconscious. This is a chance for this person to delve into their subconscious, to figure their shit out, to do their shadow work, to find out why they're so damn unhappy in life and why they're never willing to sort of plant their roots down and build and do the hard work. Like I said, the opportunity is there. Now, as to whether this king, this page takes it, that is going to be up to him. I feel like this read is a lot of sort of directed at this Queen of Swords, this Empress, and like giving her a huge high five for everything that she's done, recognizing the struggle that she's been through, and being able to say like, hey, your life is improving and it's only going to get better, and it's because you did the right thing and you made the right choices and you moved in a beautiful way in life. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. If you did, please hit that like, that subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, guys.